Hey guys, Captain Daddy here. Welcome to another episode of Building with Daddy. Before we get started today, quick reminder, do not break items that you did not build, and be kind. If you violate these rules, you will be banned from the server. What exactly is this series? It's a series where I've created a server where viewers like you have an opportunity to hop on and showcase some of your cool builds. So if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe below. If you'd like to participate in the build, you can join the Discord. It'll have a link specifically in there for the server that we're getting ready to visit. And let's get to it. Let's go check out today's edition. Well, I just realized after making this video that my mic was completely unplugged. So now I'm going to have to try to do some voiceover for you guys. What I'm saying here is basically this was the visitor center. That was one of the first buildings on the server. And probably reminding you guys that this is a Discord based server. So if you would like to join the creative server here, how many times can I say the word server? Hop on Discord, get the requested link out of the creative room, and that'll give you your login information to get on here. It's open to the public. And then here we are approaching, which I believe is one of Bjorn's masterpieces here. Just reading the walls. Trying to learn my key commands again. So this is clearly an armory. Come on, get through the door. What you doing, dude? Get through the door. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I can't remember. But into the armory we go. Nice assortment of weapons on the table. Different axes. Clearly labeled as axes. And oh yeah, this is where I forget that I can crouch and I cannot go downstairs because I'm a big back. I'm like, oh, can't get down there. And so here's our floors. Axes on the ground floor, weapons on 1, shields on 2. So up we go. Swords, magic items. Bombs, all kinds of stuff. Anything you could possibly need up here. And you can tell it's also decorated out too. It's not just items, you know, hanging on item stands. Like each of these has little small sections of different items. Some humor mixed in from time to time. Large assortment of shields, different finishes. So clearly a lot of effort and time went into this build here. Amazing creativity. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I can crouch to get through that door now that my brain's working a little bit here. Of course, I hit the wrong button. Down we go. This is where I'm talking about Hildir, or I think it's Hildir. All this clothing you can get from her, and then again, me mentioning that there's a little bit of humor involved with the 40% off capes, you know, just to make it feel a little more realistic. And then we have a portal to the manager's office. And this is where I realized that I'm actually playing with my character from the actual game that Troy and I, Captain Daddy and Lieutenant Grundlebundle, this is my actual character. And I've got a little bit of metal on me that I actually really need on our server. But I guess it's the price you pay for not paying attention. So through to the manager's office here. And again, completely decorated out. We've got some portals to other locations. We'll find out where they go here in just a minute. And then this is where I'm saying that I really like the curtains, how that feels open like that. It feels like a formal entrance. And again, just fully decorated out. Everything sorcery related up here. Troll trophy head for Troy. And then, of course, over here is where all the food fermentation going on for some beverages, foods, everything you need here. So again, just outstanding creativity, thought out floor plans. And then the bedroom for the master suite. And all of his riches. So now for the portals, that's where we came from, the workshop. And then we're just going to take this one here. Oh, and wait, I'm reading them. And then decide to take one. Yeah. And this is by the user Bjorn. I'm not certain if I said that part or not. I found his name a little bit later in this video to confirm that was his. Yep, right there. Bjorn's meeting hall. Again with the flags, kind of like that soft opening like that. I like this. It feels like different kingdoms would all sit around and figure out how to solve the world's problems and celebrate feasts. And then this is where I'm figuring out where I am actually on the map, because I am using my main character who's never been on the map. So most of it's still obviously, you know, fog of war grayed out. And I'm starting to figure out where I am exactly and said, okay, cool. We've got this meeting hall. And we're going to go back through the portal. Maybe we went to the hotel. Is that what we did? I don't remember where that one went. And I'm sorry for the voiceover work. I know it kind of changes the dynamic of the video, but with my mic getting unplugged, I can't just leave it without voice. I'll throw some music or something in here as well. That's where we started. So we'll check out this middle link here. This is the rock house, and I was a complete noob here, and I missed that sign that says if you get stuck you need to sit to enter. As you can see, my map is not unlocked at all. Nice little barber station here to get cleaned up. And then I didn't see this rock wall behind me here, so I clipped through it, not thinking twice about it. Nice balcony, place to have some drinks, relax after a long day, while it rains mainly in the plain. And then this is where I realized that I'm on the wrong side, and since I didn't read the sign, that little chair stool there he's got actually makes a whole lot of sense now that I look back at the video, but I missed it, so now I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to get out of here? And ultimately, I do the barbaric thing and I destroy his build. And by destroying the build, I basically take out one ceiling tile, fly through, and then rebuild it because I don't want to deface his work. Ow! Get out of the fire, Daddy. Pulling a Troy there. So if I was smart, I would sit in the chair and that would automatically clip me back through, which shows, you know, that he was prepared for that. I'm just too big of a noob to realize that that's why that chair is there. Yep. So stone cutter, take the stone cutter, take down the wall, get out, and let's move on. Yeah, right there. Scoot out. Build it. Good as new. No one even knew I did it. And that's where I see the top part. And I'm like, well, how the heck are you supposed to get up there? Because I feel like that was kind of the top where I went in already. And then I decided to read the sign. So read the sign, Daddy. Come on. We don't have all day. Sit and you may enter. And that's what clips you through. I'm like, oh, you know what? I bet you that's what you're supposed to do on that second floor. Let me go back and see if that's actually what that chair is for. So if you go out, oh man, how are you supposed to get back through? Clean up your mess, Daddy. Yeah, clean up your mess. Had a little bit of a tough time getting this chair. I tried to crouch again, but of course on this game my key commands are different. So crouch, sit, and clip. Hey, look at that. And then I'm like, well, how the heck are you supposed to get all the way to the very, very top here? Doesn't keep leading up here. What am I supposed to do? So down we go, back outside. And then I should have known better, but there's no way. That's where we came in. And I should have known better, but Bjorn's not going to just throw something that's not accessible on the map. So I should have known that he had a process for this part up here, but I wanted to take a sneak peek at it because it's pretty far away from where I was on the main part of the map, and I didn't want to just miss something because I wasn't paying attention to all the details. But that clearly looks like it's sealed and there's no way up, so there must be a plan to get there. So let's get back. Back to the portal. Get a clip back through. Take the portal back to the workshop area. Stop hitting sit. Crouch button to get out of there. There you go. Back through. All right, so let's go see where these other portals take us. Quite the complex set of wormholes here, back and forth. Quite some lengthy load times as well. Clearly these builds are huge. All right, well, that's the workshop. We've viewed everything, those two portals. And now this is where I remember seeing that big stone portal out front of the armory. I said, you know what? I bet that's where that stone portal goes. Because he doesn't just haphazardly place things on the map. He has a process and a thought process for everything. So if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would bet that that stone portal right out this door right here is going to take me to that area. Close the door behind you to keep the riffraff out. War Council. Just like that, we're back in the plains at the War Council. Top of the big stone rock mountain, whatever you want to call that thing. So as I suspected, he had a plan to get us up here. I should have just trusted the process and not tried to skip around and use dev commands on the creative server. Massive, nice view from up top. See all the way out to the plains. So I think that wraps up this first portion of Bjorn's build here that was right there in the main part of the city. It was pretty easy to see and find. I know there's more builds on the server. I just don't know where they are. My frame rate is absolutely terrible at the main part of the base. It is only a problem when I'm capturing. If I come in and play, I get 80, 90 frames a second. Not a problem at all. But the moment I capture, it kind of chunks the way it is. So this is, I'm just flying around, kind of visiting some of the areas where I knew other builds could have potentially been because they were either started previously or close to civilization. So we've got this build here that I don't know what this is. I'm kind of making a mental note of it. This one out here on the water, this one's been under construction for a while. That builder may have gone out of business. And then we've got this other tree structure over here, and then this is obviously the arena that I worked on in one of the previous videos. So again, just kind of getting my bearings here and figuring out the layout where everything is. So back to this treehouse item here. Champions take a rest. Portal to the Hotel of Champions. So again, stone portal, probably up to the top here, right in front of the reception desk. So again, the role-playing type of feel here, not just a build, but it kind of feels like if I'm touring this for the first time, I had a reception desk there. And then Brenna's room. So it looks like all these rooms up here are going to be named after bosses, mini bosses. So there's like a theme here to this hotel. 2-room suites for the champions that earn their spot in the arenas. Zill and Thunger, one of Troy's favorites. So again, I think that is the elevator shaft to come up, which I later realized is an elevator shaft type of thing. Here's the Askvin's rooms. So I guess just depending on the mood of the champion, they can make a reservation depending on what they want to experience. Reception. Now here, this one, the Morgan, it definitely has like a darker feel to it. I don't know if it was just because of the day or the time shifting or something, but it felt a little bit dark and gloomier there, and it kind of fits the Morgan theme. And then down here, it would be nice if the game would allow you to trim branches off of trees as opposed to just dropping an entire tree. Just to kind of clean that up some, but it is what it is. Rooms on this end. These are just kind of themed rooms based off of some of the lower level biomes. Obviously, this is a Mistlands biome, so not lower level, but again, they all have a theme, they have a purpose. They're not just randomly thrown here. And then back to the reception desk. Portal that we took up. And then up the stairs we go to the, I guess, second floor of the hotel that's already in the trees. This feels like a conference room, champions room. Again, all kinds of spoils of war and treasures of champions. The sign there. Plenty of food, plenty of drink, plenty of riches. I mean, what else does a champion need in life? Wonderful build. I like how the floor panels have those wood accents, the support beams. It makes it feel like it's more stable, not just flimsy floor tiles there. And then back down we go. That's the arena that I built. There's the support structure / elevator type of thing up to the hotel if you don't want to take the portal. So people get portal sickness, and so therefore, I mean, that's a pretty large build there, and especially spanning the trees like that with only a few support poles. Nicely done there, nicely executed to stay stable there. Frame rate here is absolutely awful. I don't know why I'm in the middle of the woods, but it's really, really bad. Over to this build here. I'm not certain what this is. Kind of looking around, fumbling my keys again because I cannot for the life of me remember key strokes. And then I realized that is probably part of the one of the halls that we already toured that had the rooms and stuff in it. Give me a second here. I'm going to drop these settings even lower because I cannot deal with the frame rate. It's awful. And again, one support point, so that's a very cool looking build. Very small footprint on the ground. So that looks like that master's room. Yeah, so this is where I realized that I'd been here before because this is where that troll head was. So the portal system that Bjorn had actually took me to this spot as opposed to me flying up. So again, if I were to just follow the flows that he has thought of, I probably wouldn't have to fly around and look like a crazy person. And so now I'm just kind of flying around looking for additional builds. I'm coming over across the waterway over here. This is where that humongous museum for the previous video That's where that museum is. If you've not seen that video, you should absolutely check it out. This is a well thought out tour of Valheim. The biomes are broken down. You can see different fauna and weapons and armor and foods, everything you would find in each biome. And he even left out some of the stuff in the Ashlands biome to not spoil our game for us. So if you've not completed Ashlands, that museum is still safe for you to tour. And at this point, I'm pretty certain that there are no more builds, and I am saying, if I missed your build this first pass through on this update video, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to give you your time in the sun and show off your amazing builds as well. And if you would like to be a part of this creative server, there's a link in the Discord below. Hop in, ask for the link to the creative room. One of my troll slayers, super troll slayers, or myself will get you the access that you need to hop on. The server's up 24/7, so hop on, show us some creativity, join the fun, and I'll do another update video in a couple weeks, or maybe sooner if I missed somebody's build. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Sorry for the cringy voiceover work, but I'll catch you next time. See ya.